So, this week I've unlocked and then played extensively with the M55, the new howitzer added in the Task Force update, with the goal of making it a gameplay video. However, after playing it for a while, well, it didn't really work out the way I initially intended it to. The M55 was added to most nations which had the M44 in their tech tree, and after playing it, my first observation was, why is this vehicle not folded with the M44? Those two howitzers are extremely similar in terms of performance. They are fast, have a devastating HE shell, and that's it really. The main difference is that the M55 has way more survivability, but also a much longer reload compared to the M44. Personally, I think the M55 is a downgrade between the two vehicles. The M44 shell already obliterates everything at 4.0, and you can up-tier it easily up to 7.3 without seeing much of a difference. Technically, you can do the same with the M55. I played it at 4.0 and 5.7, and the results were the same. I dared not bring it higher in BR since there has been a questionable balance change lately ruining 6.0 and above. With the M55, you shoot at the tank blows up, and you're happy. It's just that compared to the M44, which has a fairly fast reload, the M55 has to suffer a sluggish base 39-second reload. When playing it, I had flashbacks of all the attempts that I made at playing the KV2 before its reload got buffed. And basically it feels a bit like you're wasting your time doing nothing. The problem with tanks with long reloads is that your gameplay is very limited. You cannot push or be aggressive, and if you face more than one enemy at a time, you're basically done. I think this tank is still fun. It works pretty well in an urban environment, much like the KV2 really, but the feeling of, oh, it's new, has a cool gun sound and creates a big boom, fades fairly quickly. And that brings me back to my initial question. Why forcing players into unlocking this vehicle, which is arguably worse than another very similar howitzer I did a few updates ago, instead of regrouping them and making it an optional research vehicle? It's even more important in the case of minor nations, which receive those quote-unquote copy-paste vehicles from major nations. When I play a minor nation, I prefer playing their unique national vehicles, like the Italian P40 or the French ARL. Having to go through the grind of a vehicle that I probably already unlocked in one of the major tech trees is honestly not appealing to me whatsoever. I see why they are added. It probably fixes some holes in a minor nation's tech tree, but still, it'd be better if they were folded when possible, letting you aim for those unique national vehicles instead, with a unique experience attached to them. Overall, I think the M55 is still a funny vehicle to grind and try at least once, especially since at 4.0 it can be researched fairly fast in just a couple of hours, or much less with boosters and premium time or vehicles. You'll see if you prefer it over the M44. Maybe the better survivability will be a real life-saving grace for some players, but in a game promoting faster vehicles and a more nervous gameplay, the novelty effect surrounding this tank will probably die in a few weeks. Anyway, those are my takes on the M55. Let me know if you agree or disagree, and with that said, I'll see you in the next one.